Okay, we are back. We got the Varia Suit, and Samus looks so badass in all of her glory. I think I've worked out the audio and video issues that I've been having. I got my audio encoder set up properly, so hopefully we don't have any hiccups or anything like that. So let's move forward. And sorry about the previous. I know the first video is kind of subpar, and I apologize for that. There's really not much I can do, unfortunately. I just recorded it, and I don't want to re-record it, so here we are. Anyway, we're moving forward. So, that Kraid boss fight was a little messy. I'm not too pumped about that, but oh well. In the meantime, while I was rendering my first video, I was playing F-Zero for the Super Nintendo, and just for fun. And that was a nice little distraction, so... Oh, I forgot how freaking hard that game is. It's just badass hard. Okay, here we go. So, first big boss has been beaten. I think it's just a save point over there. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm just gonna not bother. Grab the energy tank. These freaking buggers. Woohoo! More energy. Alright. Sorry again about my cold. I'm trying to kick it. I've been sick for almost a week now. And I should be better soon. If I can, as long as this quality is pretty decent, and like it's been alright, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue on with, making these videos. Oh crap. And I think I'm gonna do some other Super Nintendo games as well, just because the Super Nintendo is one of my favorite platforms, absolutely. There's no denying it. There's just so many great games for it, and a lot of them I can just sit down and play through kind of all at once, or just do a couple parts. So like I could take an afternoon and go through an entire game, make a couple different recordings, and boom, I can pump out a good Let's Play. So I might do that. It's my goal to do more LPs because I've been neglecting them, and it makes me sad inside. It makes me sad. Yes, I'm deliberately saying that with a lot of extra emphasis on stuffiness. Missiles expansion. Okay, so we got another missile expansion. That one's a nice little hidden one. Anyone watching, please feel free to, in the comments, I'd love to get feedback on not just like what I'm doing, but I'd like to get other players' perspectives, other experienced Super Metroid players' perspectives on like kind of the order that they go in. Also, if there's any kind of secrets that I miss that I could get early, that'd be kind of good to know. I usually don't sit down and watch like speed runs of this game. Most of my play is all just from memory, and either like learning from friends or things like that over the years. So I'd be really interested to know like how other people go through this and in what order they get the different power-ups, and especially with regards to like the weapons and stuff, because I know that most people get stuff in a specific order, and I tend to break the order just for my own needs because I like getting stuff a little early. For example, I'm going to go and get the wave beam here right away. Ah, crap. Anyway, I know I'm rambling a little bit. I have been taking some sick meds, so if any of this is incoherent rambling, I apologize. I'm not gonna go in there. Ugh. Can't wait to get the freeze beam. Ah! Ah! Bypassing. Ah! Oh no. Crap. I don't care about you. Leave me alone. You two. And you. And you. Don't shoot shit at me. No. Woo! Right. Haha. Always like going as a ball on these things. Mothball. Okay, so here's another spot where I like to get things early. I usually get the wave beam here. Well, I always get the wave beam here because it really helps see how many hits it takes to take down these guys. Having the wave beam at this point in the game is awesome. So, in order to do that, you take a bit of a chance, because if you can't pull off the wall jumps properly, then you can die down here because there's a bunch of spikes. But if you run and jump all the way, and then just head up here, normally you need to have the grapple beam in order to get this far, so it's nice getting the wave beam really early because it gives you a huge advantage. Plus you can shoot through walls and stuff, so it's pretty good. And then just hit the middle part here and get the heck out of here. Woohoo! Wave beam. Now all we're missing is the freeze beam, which I need to grab in order to get through some of this stuff. See, now you can take these guys down really quick compared to just having the spacer. Alright. I sure hope this the video quality on this one is a lot better. I know it was choppy and some of it got out of sync and there was some crackling with the audio, which is my mic, I guess. Hopefully most of that stuff is taken care of. This being an impromptu Let's Play, this has been very just kind of on the fly, like, hey, I want to do this just for fun. And so I didn't really prep. I definitely should have tested things before I started recording. But that's my bad, my mistake, and I'll learn from that. For next time, I'll make sure I test or save my recording settings. Alright, time for the speed boost. I remember when I first got this when I was a kid. It was so badass. You get the speed boost, and just this, like, the urgency of, like, oh crap, I gotta get the heck out of here. And you, like, normally you're running around, and then, holy crap! I can run so fast! Cool. Oh, Samus, you are so badass. So badass. Okay. So, now that we have the speed boost, let's go and get the ice beam. So, apparently, like, some people, I know some people can get up and get that, I think there's either an energy tank or a missile expansion up there, and I know people can get it early. I've never been able to do that. You need the, I'm pretty sure you need the freeze beam in order to do that here first. But I'm bypassing all that stuff. I could go and kill that boss right now, but I'm not going to. I need to have the freeze beam first. Oh, how convenient. A save spot. Let's do that. And I'm going to also save state just in case. Haha. Good old save states. I'm only using save states as a JIC. I'm not using it as like, oh, I screwed up and I'm going back. No, 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 none of that garbage. It's just there as a failsafe, just in case I accidentally mess something up. Like get a blue screen or something stupid and I have to redo everything. Oh. Alright. This place is hot! Oh, right. Oh, no, no! Oh, crap. Ow. Wall jump helps all the time. Ah. There we go. Yeah, the wall jump is such an essential skill. Like you can play the whole game without knowing how to use the wall jump at all. Until you get into that freaking spot where they teach you, where there's those three little guys that teach you how to use the wall jump. I mean, those guys are awesome because they're such a cute little group of dudes, but you're like literally stuck in that spot and you're forced to get through it in order to progress. And I remember as a kid I was just like, no, this is so frustrating. You never wanted to like fall down and get stuck in that area because it was treacherous too. Like there's plants and spikes and stuff all over that whole area, and in order to get through it you have to go through it each time. And then at the top of the tunnel there's a secret, so you try and get the secret as well. Okay, I'm trying to remember, do I need... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I need the power bombs, so I'm gonna go and grab those first. Grab the power bombs, go down, fight the boss, grab the X-ray speckers. Is it the X-ray? No. No, no. It's the grappling hook. The grappling beam. Keep calling it the grappling hook. It is clearly not a hook. It is a beam. All beams. No, you don't freeze me. Or freeze me. Grab me. Ah. Ow. Ow. Okay. Screw this. I always use the jump there instead of freezing those couple guys just because it's way faster. Okay. Do the same thing here, but I don't want to. Right. It's funny. This room, if you time it right, you can get through with just jumping. Ah, right at the frickin' end. Ah. You can time it right and get through just jumping really quickly there. Oh. I'm gonna go this way. I don't know why I did it that way. That was silly. Alright. And power bombs, yeah! Cool. Thank you, Chozo statue. You are most helpful. Time to get more missiles. Oh, sorry about my sniffling, guys. Jeez, this is so annoying. Okay, moving on. Oh, lone Chozo statue. wish you would grab me and bring me out of this place. Ah! And the crap! Okay. So, power bombs acquired. Now we can move forward. However, I'm gonna go and grab a couple more. Yes, that is a save point. I'm gonna skip it. Die. And for you, last one. Oops. I always like doing this. You bounce up and then drop right through. Power bomb! Okay, 10 power bombs. It is perfect. I don't think there's anything else in here, is there? I'm pretty sure. Oh, what? Really? Ugh. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Ugh. Oh my god. Sloppy. I'm not gonna go up to my ship. I'm gonna head back down. I can do it this time. Nope. Nope. Okay, that'd have been a mostly perfect run through again. That was dumb. Okay. Don't want to go in there yet because. Yeah, I don't want to go in there yet. I'm gonna refresh the old energy. Don't want to go in there yet because I don't have the grapple beam. I'm gonna grab that first. Oh, I said it right this time. Grapple beam. Beam. Okay. Aw, really? Frozen. Froze did. Okay, down we go. Always love these elevator scenes. In my Metroid Prime videos, I mentioned the elevator scenes a bunch of times and how it was just such an iconic little loading thing, and I'm really glad that they added it into Metroid Prime, because I think, I really feel like it added a lot to the game. What is in here? Map station, I think? Yeah. Cool. We got the map. And I think... okay. Unless I'm mistaken, I can get through here if I have the wave beam, but not if... No. I am incorrect. I guess I gotta go through the whole way. Oh, I can go this way. I am going to save up again. Bloop. And another save here. Cool. Boom. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can remember this properly. Nope. Is it this way? See, now with the wave beam, you can get through that. These guys are also very difficult unless you have the wave beam and the freeze beam. They take a lot of hits. Where am I? This way? No. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. No. What am I doing? No. So I only have 3 energy tanks. This should be an interesting boss fight with 3 energy tanks. I'm sure it'll be fine. So this guy's actually really, really easy if you use some super missiles off the bat, or maybe just missiles. This is like one of the easiest mini bosses ever. At least in my opinion. I like how his flesh is all like bubbly and melty. Ah! Get moving. Get back down. Helps to have a lot of missiles here. Come on. Get back. No. What did I say? Get back onto that platform. So you can actually, you can do that whole fight by charging the wave beam as well. Oh no, your skin! Hey, wait a second. What are those bubbles? What's all this? Bubbles? Is he underneath the water? Water. Lava. Oh, crap! Where the heck? What is happening? Oh my god, he's back from the friggin' dead! Die, 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 die! Oh, yeah. Hey, nice skeleton. Alright, so, he is down. Now, I'm gonna get some of my missiles and stuff back here. When I was a kid, I didn't understand what the heck those guys were for. You figure it out pretty fast. And don't need to go in. Oh, wait. No, there's stuff in there. Super Metroid had such smart level design, like, and those blue guys over there, like, if you're out of super bombs, because you need super bombs down here, if you're out of them, they drop them. So they never put you in a position where you're entirely stuck, and you should always be able to get yourself out of any situation that you get yourself into. That's really smart. I appreciate clever level design. And it's funny, I always thought it was really cool because in the remakes, well, in Metroid Fusion and in the remakes of, or the remake of Metroid Zero Mission, they have a couple rooms where, oh, not far too close. They have a couple rooms where you actually get stuck and you think that you're actually stuck in there. It's really, I thought it was kind of cool that they made you think that, because, you know, you get into situations in Super Metroid where you feel like, oh crap, you know, I'm stuck in here, but you're not, and they deliberately do it a lot more in those games. So I thought that was kind of a neat tribute to Super Metroid. Woo! At least I feel like it was a tribute to Super Metroid. And they do it really close to the beginning of the game too. So you feel like, you're like, are you kidding me? Am I stuck in here? But I think it's more of like a learning mechanic. Just for newer players, perhaps. It's also a tribute. Ha. As far as I'm concerned. Oh, right. Oh, damn it. Oops. Got her. Alright. not done yet. See, all of these, as soon as you get something new, it's like, hey, here's a little course to go through. Now you know how to use this shit. Clever. Very clever. And then they do the same thing here, where they're like, hey, there's this guy. Oh, what? You can latch onto him too. So now you know that. So later on, when you think you're stuck and you see this guy floating around, oh, I remember that. Such clever design. I love it. Love it. Okay, so we're saved up. Get back here. Oh, what? Come on. Really? Ah, gotcha. Alright, let's get out of this place. This is another one of those little things where if you just kind of... Yeah, if you just kind of like run at it, you can get all the way over here with no problem. And really quickly. This is another trick that I always do, is that if you just hold down the right bump, or the right bumper, or the R button, and then just tap whatever your fire button is, you can just flop along. Okay, where am I going now? I got that. I need to go to the ship, but I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking here first, just to get some extra stuff. Alright. Cool. Got that. Alright. Alright, back up. Here we go. So backtracking. There's some energy tanks, there's more missile expansions, of course. We're gonna pick up a bunch of that stuff. I need to have a couple more energy tanks before I fight the ghost on the wrecked ship, because that guy's a pain in the ass. I don't care who you are, that guy is a pain in the ass. He's not very difficult, he's just a pain. Maybe I'm not, maybe I don't play him correctly or something, but I just prefer to just blast him with as many missiles as possible, and I find that that's the fastest, easiest way to beat him. Just such a pain in the ass. Alright. Okay, no need for energy. Wait for that guy to go away. Oh, come on. I might as well grab that X-ray. The X-ray specs. See that guy? Also another place where if you don't have a super bomb, you can get one. Since these guys control the lights, or the light level, it's always good to freeze them instead of kill them. But those assholes you want to kill. Oh well. So this is another spot where I just hold R, tap my fire button, which for me is Y, and just plop all the way through. And that way you don't have to like bother swinging or anything like that. Which I've always appreciated, because swinging is always a pain in the ass. When you're forced to do it in Mardia, that's always such just like, ugh, really? Are we doing this? Are we really doing this? Alright, X-ray. Cool. Where am I? Alright. Boop. Cool. So, as you all know, X-ray shows you stuff that's hidden. which is super cool. And if you don't know, now you know. Let's go. Get back through here. Those guys are such a pain in the ass. Ow. Or they can be, at least. Haha. Now is usually where I don't hesitate to kill these bastards. Light? Who needs it? Ah! Ah! Okay, up to the surface. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Can you backtrack this way? I think you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can, as long as you have the wave beam. Yeah, you gotta have the wave beam, and then you can. Now, again, half these guys I just never bother with, because they're just such a pain in the ass. See, and then if you backtrack, and you don't do the wall jump there, that's when you can get the, that's where you can get that missile expansion. Alright. So this is ideal. Aw. I'm really not paying attention to my health at all. Woohoo, more power bombs. It's funny, I have way more power bombs than I do super missiles already. I have 20. Or I would have 20. And then you're back here. So, now that we're back over here, we can get some of the other hidden stuff that we missed on the way through the first time because we couldn't. Actually, I thought I remember seeing or hearing of someone getting this energy tank that's up here at the beginning of the game. Somehow, I can't remember how they did it. I don't know if it can be done. I just seem to remember something like that, but I don't know if that's entirely accurate. Woo! Is there anything over here? No. Can't remember. And then we got... Oh, shoot. We can't get up there. I can't even come over here yet. I need the gravity suit first. Oh well. Well, that was a little bit of a waste. Oh well, we got the extra energy tank. That's what I wanted for sure. And then... Oh. Damn it. I'm not going the right way now. Because I got this tank over here, or I got the missile expansion over there earlier, at the beginning of the game. So if you wanted to, you could backtrack that way and grab it then. But I don't usually do that. I always grab it at the beginning because it helps. Alright. Here we go. Oh, these guys are going to respawn. Haha, I can kill you through the wall. Roof dweller. Ah, sweet. Okay, that was a little better this time. Alright, more backtracking for energy tanks and missile expansions. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I need the gravity suit to do this stuff too. Yeah, pretty sure. No. Wait. I can't remember. So I'm gonna go over here anyway. Yeah, damn it. Need the gravity suit. Can't freely move around in water yet. Alright. Forgive my confusion. This happens sometimes. I do believe we're going here now. Yes, we can. What is in here again? Alright. I always do this instead, because that... Oops. Oops. Could I please just get up there? I don't even need to do that. There we go. Alright. Another energy tank. Cool. Yeah. Energy tank. Alright, I'm gonna have a quick look here and see where we're at. And we might be on episode 3 now.